Hey guys, this is Anna with Shadowwick, and this video is for day 9 of Witchtober, which the inspiration word is spirits. So what I created was the key to the spirit realm. Basically, I'm just going to kind of do a quick video explaining the sigil. So I basically took the idea of a skeleton key to unlock the door between this realm and beyond the veil. And for the top part of the key, I used a sigil that I created for connection to the spirit realm. So I did it a bit more like a traditional sigil. I know a lot of times for sigil making, I will connect certain symbols and images to connect to the magic or the energy wanted. But here I started with a circle because I believe that energy is kind of ever-flowing and constantly in circular motion. And powering that circular motion is spirit. I also used the pentagram for a protection energy because whenever you are dealing with spirits, you want to make sure your protection is on point. So around this outer circle, you see these little arrows. And for me, that's to show the energy pushing through and constantly revolving and renewing itself. So then here, I'm sorry if my hands are a little shaky. I feel like all my videos have been just awful about that lately. We have an S. When I say that I'm using a sigil more in the traditional form, traditionally sigils, you write out your spell or your intent or your focus, and then you take out any repeating letters and any vowels. So for this, my intent was to connect to spirits. So we've got the connection with the arrows and the circle. The intent is to connect while being protected. So you've got that protection agent there. And we have our S. And around the S, I have like little radio signals kind of going out. So it's opening those lines of communication. Then here we have the P for spirits, because I doesn't really work because it's a vowel. So we have P. And also P comes before I anyway, Anna. Sorry about that. So we have a P. And for that, I actually do have another. A lot of times I'll use the sigil by itself. So the P also has a key. So it's unlocking that doorway to connect. It also is imperative that you have the key to lock that doorway again. When you open communication, you want to close communication as well. So the key is important. And then you have R. Unfortunately, this top part got kind of waxed over, but the R has an arrow on the top for focus, like a focused connection. So who you are trying to connect with is hopefully who you are going to get. It's never guaranteed when you work with spirits. If I want to talk to my Grandma Marie, there's a chance I'm going to get some rando. And sometimes there's always those stories about spirits saying there's someone they're not. I don't believe I've run into that, at least nothing where, like, you know, ghost hunters need to come in and help me out, or ghost adventurers. Like, Zach Bagans is not on my speed dial, luckily, but I wanted to add the arrow on there to help with the focus and help with the connection. Even though the wax is over the arrow point, it is still there. It is still embedded in the magic. So then we have the T, and the T got a little crazy because it also goes into the key base. But the T is added protection. In this, you have Iwas and you have Algis crossed in. There's the top of the T, but on top of that, you have the Iwas and you have the Algis bind rune. So you have that spirit connection sigil being interlocked with another key connector, and then the balance spheres to make sure that you have a balance when dealing with the communication. And then I also used it was a much larger amethyst that I had to break down because I ordered it for one purpose and it came much larger than I anticipated. So this is a chunk of that amethyst. Amethyst is great for spirit communication, great for astral and meditation purposes, but it also is a very protective stone as well, I've found. So it helps you to connect while protecting you. I also rubbed the pillar with eggshell powder. Eggshell powder connects to all elements and is a huge source of protection. So again, you've got a bit of that cleansing and protective forces to aid while communing with spirit with this candle. And that is the craft that I made for day 9, spirits. Thanks, guys.